thank you so much for being here. I'm really, really glad that we finally have this PAHO session, because it has been just like some years that LEAD has not been able to really get into the region. So we are so happy to have finally all these engagements, and thanks to Luis Cuervo and the director of PAHO's Department of Evidence and Intelligence for Action in Health, Dr. Sebastián Garcia, who have been like really supporters of this initiative since we started this year to speak about this. So today is a very important day. It's like PAHO really knowing what is LEAD and seeing also so much interested in the region. We really know that this new director in PAHO, Dr. Jarbas Barbosa da Silva, is really bringing a fresh perspective and new energies to the region. So we acknowledge his importance on also LEAD being now part of the agenda in the region. So thank you so much, all of you, for being here. So Dr. Sebastián Garcia is the director of the Department of Evidence and Intelligence for Action in Health, and he was going to welcome the event today. But this morning he apologized. He's on a duty travel, and plans change, so he's unable to join. But he has asked Luis Gabriel Cuervo, who is here, who is this PAHO's senior advisor on research for health, to share some thoughts on his behalf. So just to let you know, Dr. Cuervo will finish his work at the Health Services and Access Unit this week, and he will just join with this new PAHO's new structure, the Department of Evidence and Intelligence for Action in Health. So Dr. Cuervo, thank you so much and welcome.
Well, thank you very much, Lorena, and the team, Adam and Matthew and the whole team there. I want to welcome you all on behalf of Dr. Sebastián Garcia Saizo and our director, Dr. Barbosa da Silva, and acknowledge Dr. Tedros and Dr. Barbosa for their leadership in promoting that the innovation within the organization. And I want to acknowledge Luis Agersnap for her leadership, also leading by example, bringing science and art together and advancing innovation for health. So I wanted to share some few thoughts of what we discussed with Sebastián. And I'll start by saying that I have had the experience of registering with LEAD. I did it last week, and it required dropping you guys an email because I was interested in it. But I think that with this workshop today and the announcement, hopefully many other people in PAHO will be joining the initiative, and it will be easier because we already have their emails through the registration process. So it should be something pretty simple. I know you have had some few challenges with the IT issues of linking the emails between PAHO and WHO, but I think there's progress being done on that. Hopefully it will be all ironed out, and it's going to be rather simple. It's fantastic to have a space where everybody can bring something to the table, because I think every person within the organization has a perspective, a view, an experience that could contribute to find solutions to old problems, to find new ways of looking into them, and to emerge different ways of innovating, whether it's like using technologies or a new way of managing things, or working with the communities through social innovation and so on, that you can bring the solutions, and that those solutions usually have all those sorts of combinations of innovation embedded in themselves. So it's great that that kind of capacity is being brought to the table where everybody can contribute in a valuable way, and have that safe space to do it, to discuss it, to share it with other people, to learn about what other people are doing, so that we can bring the best of ourselves to the support of the organization, whether it's something we are doing in our personal time or in our professional capacity. So I think that's the key issue of this innovative way of getting the innovations that we, the staff, the consultants, and the volunteers like the interns surely have great ideas of how to approach things in different ways, and perhaps find a new way of cracking the problems. So I think that's just to say that we welcome this opportunity. and that we're delighted to be joining the rest of WHO to be part of this. Thank you so much.
Luis, thank you so much for your kind words. We are definitely happy to finally be able to engage in this way in the region. And I want to welcome Luis Agersnap. Luis, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
Amazing. So just for everyone to know, Luis Agersnap is the head of WHO Innovation Hub in the Department of Digital Health of Innovation here in Geneva headquarters. So welcome, Luis.
Thank you. And thanks to organizing this, and Luis, thanks for being here and for your leadership in PAHO in spearheading innovation and engaging your colleagues in the region on innovation. We are pleased to have this space, and we're pleased to see people like yourselves engaging and submitting ideas and understanding and appreciating the value of it. So I simply wanted to check in for a few minutes just to say hi. I knew you were going to be here, and thanks for the kind and encouraging words. We look forward to having PAHO be much more engaged on this, thanks to your support and that of your colleagues. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, and over to you again, Lorena and team.
Perfect. Thank you, Luis. So yeah, here with me is also Adam Tasman, who is also a colleague working at WHO with LEAD, and he will also be a really important point of contact for all of you submitting and posting ideas in the platform. So yeah, just to give faces to the emails that you will start receiving, those are us. And here is also Matt. Matt, are you around?
Yes, he is.
Yes, just I want to give also a face to Matt and Anna, who are part of the team lead here. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Good to see you, everybody. Hello.
Hello, Anna.
Hola, hola.
So Anna and me are from the region, Colombia represented, and Guatemala. So yeah, just to let you know. So, okay, let's start about and speak about LEAD now. Why innovation is important? No, we are all here because of this pretty word of innovation. And I wanted to give you one phrase that is really like will make you think about this. And it's an inspiration from Julio Coaguiato, who is the senior advisor for the United Arab Emirates on innovation. And he gave us this presentation some months ago, and we really, these phrases really stayed on us. So this is from Madeleine Albright. It says, we are trying to solve 21st century problems with 20th century institutions and 19th century tools. So these are really bold statements, which is a good illustration of our current and challenges, like so much complex issues that we are facing, and more now on health in the world, with all these interconnected cultures, with all these ecosystems just meeting, and we are still having these tools that might not be really keeping up with the speed of the world that surrounds us. So this is why innovation is so important in an organization as WHO. So let's continue. In terms of innovation, it's important to think innovation not as a tag. So it's not like, oh, I'm doing social innovation, or I'm doing a tech innovation, or if this innovation doesn't have a digital part, it's not innovation. We are really looking for ideas. So it's important to take this word out of our mind, because maybe innovation has this type of imprint that it needs to be, a really amazing idea that a scientific in a lab maybe is doing, or a person that is really, really tech savvy is able to do. So the Lead Innovation Challenge is open for ideas that can really disrupt the way we do our work, the way we deliver value to the communities we serve. So it's important for you to know this, no? Like, to really, if you have an idea, that's only what we need here in the Lead Innovation Challenge. Then the idea will grow, and that's part of the process of the Lead Innovation Challenge. We are going here to mentor how this idea can grow, if this idea is really what you think was the solution, or maybe there's like alternative solutions that you didn't think of before. So Lead Innovation Challenge is this safe space to do that, no? Also, and here is very important to understand that why it's so important for regions and country offices to be involved in LEAD. Because, you know, a desk is a dangerous place from which to view the world. This is this phrase from John Le Carre. Ideas to innovate, or the ideas to innovate occur close to the communities when we serve, and these ideas that we create when we are close to the communities we serve, that they have better chances to be equipped with crucial, important information that can be hidden in the desks that sometimes we might have, no? So country offices and regional offices are critical in this initiative of the Lead Innovation Challenge, because you are the people more close to the communities. And we really want to stress on the importance on that when innovating. So here is it. Normally, it's important to understand also the process of innovation, because to innovate is not a linear process. It will really be, as we see in this illustration, this reality now. Innovation and to try to innovate is also enjoying the process of experimentation, of testing, and learning from it. So you can then be better and bring better ideas and bring more adaptations to the thing that you thought at the beginning. So if you join the Lead Innovation Challenge, it's important to have this in mind, that this will not be a linear process. You will start really doubting maybe about things you knew that you think and you knew that they were completely true, because the whole process is going to ask you to reevaluate many times your assumptions. So it's important just for everyone to really get this of, it's a process of learning through testing and testing and testing. And this is how real innovation can be achieved. So I'm not sure if there may be some questions until now. I just want to check if there are. I don't know if in the chat we might have any questions that could be raised so far.
None yet, but please do raise questions in the chat, or just put your hand up, and we can call on you.
Perfect. Okay, so let's start speaking more on terms of LEAD. So innovation, I think it was clearly explained why it's so important for us in the organization. So LEAD is WHO's flagship initiative for building capacity and to accelerate impact in health. We just we really want to achieve all our goals by 2023. Well, we really need to create different ideas, different innovations that will help us to get there. So LEAD is for any colleague at WHO who is looking for impact acceleration in community or country health, colleagues that are confronting stubborn problems that are slowing his or her work down, and who are working on a transformative initiative or solution. So anyone that resonates with this is really welcome to join LEAD. And as Luis was explaining, this is open for everyone. Everyone that has an email, let's say, for at PAHO is welcome. So consultants, volunteers, interns that, as Luis explained, that there are many also in PAHO, are welcome to join. And this is for everyone. No, we don't expect senior staff to be the only ones that apply. We expect really everyone across all three levels of the WHO and of course, PAHO, to apply. So why LEAD is a space is, LEAD is a safe space. And what I was explaining before in terms of why innovation is not a linear process. So this is why we need a safe space in the organization to experiment, not to be mindful of that this really needs to be successful, because then we might have fear of failing. And innovation is to innovate is not a process of having fear, is to trust the process. So LEAD is a safe space for developing your creative and innovation management capacity, for example, for accelerating innovative ideas and initiatives into impact, and for contributing to the innovation ecosystem in WHO and countries. We are looking for innovation in terms of also in the organization. So maybe if there are internal processes that you think could be better managed in other ways, we are also looking for that. So anything that can help WHO PAHO organization is going to impact the way we deliver health to the communities. So this is why it's so important for everyone, and any contribution counts. This is one of our past participants from last year, one of her comments, that the LEAD experience provided a safe space to take our idea to its next level of development in an accelerated, pragmatic, and fun approach. And this is very important, fun approach, because the idea of experimenting, of testing, is also to have fun with your assumptions, and to test and to see if the things you thought were right or not is part of a fun process. So it's also an invitation for colleagues that wants to go back and have maybe more fun at work. This is also an initiative that could allow you to play around with your creative being. How does LEAD work? So we have 4 phases. We just finalized the demand phase that ended in March 20. And here what we did is to ask colleagues for challenges they face in their day-to-day work. But currently we are opening, and this is why also we are here, because we are open to ideas that any colleague could have. So this ideate phase, in which we are right now, started in March 21, and the deadline to apply and to submit your ideas is April 24th. The whole plan is for you we will share with you after this explanation, the platform, and you will see how easy it is to really submit an idea. Our mentors will help you understand, if you have already an idea, how to include that in the platform to really apply to the LEAD challenge, or if you have doubts on what an idea can be posted, we will also share that with our mentors, because after this explanation, we will have some breakout rooms, so you will have quality time to understand how the platform works, and to understand how to submit easily, because it's really simple. Then after that, after April 24, there will be a first review panel to check all the ideas that we receive, and some of them will be selected. And this selected will go to the validate phase, where we will have a bootcamp experience, and we will learn to do the big pitch and a presentation. The bootcamp experience is a really fun approach and interesting on how to deep dive on the idea you have, and how to get a prototype of that idea after the bootcamp. So it's really useful to play around with the ideas you already have. And then some of the ideas from the validation phase will pass to the experiment phase. In the experiment phase, you will have up to 50,000 to develop and test the innovation that you proposed. This will, sorry? Is there someone speaking? No. Okay. And it will also obtain visibility for Dr. Tedros, because Dr. Tedros is also one of the fans of this initiative, and he's very connected to this, because one of his ideas is to one of his, I don't know, like famous phrases is to bring crazy ideas to the organization. So he's really, really a fan of the Lead Innovation Challenge. So those are the 4 phases right now. So we are in ideate. So we are really looking for you to post ideas until 24th of April. So it's time for breakout rooms, because now what we want to do is for you to understand the platform. We will share that with you. We will share some, and we want to know your thoughts and ideas that you might have and you might want to share with the mentors. And then we will come back. But now is where you can also ask questions about how the platform works, or any other question that you have in the breakout room. How we will end this meeting was with like a presentation on Folktail, which is the tool that we use to make like really simple videos that can help you to give visibility to your ideas. You know, we all live in this world where videos of 30 seconds tells more than a 2-pager, no? So it's important to see audiovisual tools as an important asset to give visibility to these ideas that we have. Also because sometimes we can express emotions and connecting more with the audience through audiovisual assets than through just writing. So this is why we just have this tool, the access to this tool that we want to share with you. And the idea of it is to leverage on it. It's really simple to use. So I just want to like give you a quick overview, like how I use it, a live way to do it, for you to know how easy to use is, and then we can do the final remarks. I will just take 10 more minutes of your time if you are available. I understand if you need to go to meetings, because the meeting was supposed to end 3 minutes ago. So happy if you can be here. If you cannot, we understand, and we will still follow up after this meeting with an email and links to all the information we have shared. So doing that, I will share my screen. Okay. Perfect. So in the platform that Adam shared, let me remember that you went through this form. In the last part, you have this link to this platform. So you just copy pasting this link will take you to this store, to this place, which is a really basic way of doing a video in your house with your phone, however you prefer. It's doable. So I will just put here test PAHO session. You just give a title to it. And then here it's really easy. You will follow the 1, 2, 3 steps. So 1A, 2A. And then we are asking you to tell us which is your idea, a simple explanation in your own words. What that means is like when you click on record, this is showing you the question you need to answer. So it's very simple. And you just click the record button and you start saying in 20 seconds, what's your idea about? So let's have a sense on how is this. So I will record. It's showing me recording 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. Hello, my name is Lorena, and I am here with my Lead Innovation Challenge idea, which I think is super important for the organization to have a safer space to work on ideas that are disruptive. And then I click, and that's all. That's the video. That's my answer. Easy. Then I go back, so I just click here, and my video is already here uploaded. Then in the 1A point, they ask if you have some photos to support your description, include them. So what I am adding here is I will just upload a quick thing that I have about the innovation, about the Lead Innovation Challenge. This is an image about the Lead Innovation Challenge. And the second question is, why is this idea important for you? So I want to record this answer. Why this idea is important for me? 3, 2, 1. So the Innovation Challenge is such an important initiative in WHO because we are going to work with the communities we are impacting every day. So it is important because if we want to achieve our goals, the innovation is part of it. Boom, done. And then we stop. We have here the 3 videos, the supporting image, and then it's asking me, show a photo of the community or representation of people that it will impact. So then I go here and I already had this picture of some WHO staff. Amazing. Last question, who will be impacted by this idea? Then I record who will be impacted by my idea. 3, 2, 1, easy. So people around the world will be impacted by this because in the way LEAD is successful, it's also meaning that the impact on health that we are delivering is increasing every day. So staff at WHO and people around the world. And that's all. So I just answered 3 questions. I added 2 pictures. And what I do here is just to upload and build preview. I click here. And it just takes 1 minute sometimes to upload, depending on the internet connection you have. And it itself do the editing. You don't need to do anything else additionally to that. So we will see what's the result of this in 1 second. Dun, dun, dun.
Nice video, Lorena.
Let's see how how it goes. Okay.
So it happens with demonstrations.
Yeah, like, okay, now it's time to show. No, it's not happening. I will just let you know that oh, it's ready.
It takes a little while because this one does use AI. So this one does use AI to stitch it together in a way that tries to fit it nicely.
It makes sense, exactly. So we will see the results. Let's see what I did. And 3, 2, 1. Hello, my name is Lorena, and I am here with my Lead Innovation Challenge idea, which I think is super important for the organization to have a safer space to work on ideas that are disruptive. So the Innovation Challenge is such an important initiative in WHO because we are going to work with the communities we are impacting every day. So it is important because if we want to achieve our goals, the innovation is part of it. Boom, done. And so people around the world will be impacted by this because in the way LEAD is successful, it's also meaning that the impact on health that we are delivering is increasing every day. So staff at WHO and people around the world. That's all, you know, as you see, it's a very easy. We don't expect like a formality. It's more or less like to give faces to the ideas and to bring some connection with the audience through this, other than a paragraph that sometimes is more cold. Some of you might have already videos done, like is the case of Luis Cuervo. He already had a good video like edited. But if you don't have that, this is a really great tool to use. And so it's important just to remember to always click on submit story, because once this is submitted, it's that we receive it. So it's just important to check that part. So I think that's all. That's all about Folktale. Luis, you wanted to give some final remarks if you want to do it.
Well, very, very quickly, just to emphasize that innovation is what has kept our organizations at the leading edge, that without innovations, the organizations would not be able to deal with the challenges that they're facing. For PAHO, that has been around for 120 years, it's been actually innovative ideas that have kept it at the leading edge. For example, a revolving fund or the Vaccination Week of the Americas that have been innovative approaches to get people to receive the vaccination they needed. And I think that's the idea of this, is to spur more innovation coming from all levels of the organization and for everybody to contribute to it. And that's my closing remark. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So yeah, I think this is the end of the session. We are super grateful for your presence and your active participation. We will follow up with the emails, answering some of your questions and sharing the links that we shared. So thank you so much. Adam, I don't know if you want to say something.
No, I mean, just, yeah, thank you everybody for the great session. And like, I think that it's nice to end on the folktale because it's a good note to just sort of say there's nothing about submitting or about being part of the LEAD program that has to be any one way. It's all about just sharing yourself, your idea, working with others to sort of really say, how can we make things better? And that can take many different forms. And so don't in any way feel like your idea has to be very polished or like your video has to be done when you've thought through everything. It could be just as good or even better if it's just spontaneous. And the whole idea is that it's a process where you go through step by step to start somewhere, and we help you accelerate and go farther no matter where you're starting from. It's not about where you start, but how far can we help? How far can we help each other go as colleagues in our organizations? So, thank you for taking the time.
Yes. Okay. So que tengan un muy buen día. Have a really nice day. Bye bye.
Gracias, buen día.
Muchas
Bye,
gracias.
everyone.
Estén bien.
Saludos, buen día. Gracias por todo.
Chao.
Chao.